Sanctum Showdown goes live in just a couple of hours, and if you queue into this mode without the right deck, you're going to have a bad time. In this video, I'm breaking down the 3 best decks you can play right now to consistently win in Sanctum Showdown and breeze through that rewards track. Let's dive into the full guide now. Hey, what's up everybody? Kicker of Elves here. Hope y'all are having a fantastic day wherever you're at. Sanctum Showdown is back, and I've got 3 decks for y'all to use to just crush your opposition, breeze through that rewards track as much as possible, though it can always be a little bit of a grind, and just try to maximize the fun in the mode. Sanctum Showdown is going to be a great change up from what we're used to on the ladder, because the unique thing about Sanctum is it putting its emphasis on winning individual locations each turn. Every turn in Sanctum Showdown is kind of like the turn where you're trying to win your Iron Patriot location. So that changes up deck building considerations and gives new stars to the mode that don't see a lot of play on ladder, for example. We've got our own separate ban list for this mode. So without further ado, let's dive into the first list here. I've been calling this Get Buff. This was a popular list in the last time Sanctum was around, but we've got a few new toys coming in here. The idea with this list is we've got our nice early game presence with cards like Hydra Bob and Black Cat, but cards like Lizard and Master Mold mixed in with things like Cassandra Nova and Viv Vision feed into this hybrid Darkhawk and Ronin package. What we're trying to do here is, because individual cards matter a lot more, Dragon of the Moon is kind of lame on ladder. He's not doing very good at all, and if you don't have Dragon of the Moon, he can be Prodigy. But if you're Master Molding Dragon of the Mooning and still hitting their even cost cards, each of those individual points of power that you're taking away from your opponent's hand could be the deciding factor in them losing a location to you on the next turn. Because it's all about power at individual locations, that afflict from Dragon of the Moon, from Cassandra Nova, or the buff you're getting from Viv Vision matters a lot more than it does on ladder. Additionally, Terrax the Tamer in here, do some disruption, beef up your Darkhawk, beef up your Ronin, and you've got Galactus First Steps as big finisher. This is a kind of classic peanut butter and jelly situation where we're taking Darkhawk stuff, we're taking Ronin stuff, and then I guess a little peanut butter and jelly with a sprinkle of honey by bringing in all-star players in this mode like Black Cat and Hydra Bob. Honestly, if you're playing this mode and you're stuck to about what card you should add, you should get Hydra Bob in there, because he is very much the MVP of the entirety of Sanctum Showdown. Because you can snap every turn after turn 3, you can always move Hydra Bob and get that momentum to try to move him into the location you need him in. It's really wonderful. So this is a list I'm definitely going to be trying out, but it's not my favorite list. I'll share that at the very end. My next list that I definitely think is going to be an interesting way to go about here is the move variation. This is a spin on the, what's been called the Iris list, the move many archetype, where we've got Hydra Stomper as a payoff, where we're doing things like Sam Wilson, Silk, Batroc, Craven to move cards around the board, and Hydra Bob with Spider Punk. Because what we're trying to do here is spread power across specific locations on each turn, the ability to do something like move a Silk or a Batroc or a Spider Punk becomes a lot more impactful. On the contrary, being able to move a card away like Stegron, with Stegron, for example, for your opponent, could just give you the tilt you need to win the match. And what's so important about winning here versus something like High Voltage Overdrive, for example, is this is a ticketed system. So it actually matters when you win, because High Voltage Overdrive, you could just spam forever until you beat your missions. You got to win on here if you want to be effective. Gamora, I believe she was on the ban list last time but has been taken off, can be an exceptionally strong finisher like Star-Lord is, because for the most part, you know where people are going to be playing. A little pro tip here is, I typically wouldn't recommend playing Star-Lord on the second turn of the game, because oftentimes someone might be skipping or know you're trying to do that. When it gets to those later turns, a surprise 2/6 can actually be quite impactful. I think Vision is another fantastic card in this mode, because again, you can move him once per turn. In regular ladder Marvel Snap, you're getting an opportunity to move him typically once or twice if you're playing him in like a budget version of Ramp. But here you're moving him as often as you need to until the game is over. That's buffing your Hydra Stomper, that's buffing your Craven, you're bouncing around Silk and Batroc and Hydra Bob with your snaps. It's a really fun and kind of chaotic deck, if we're using that word in a positive sense, and it's one that I've seen success with. And these are both, this and the last list are both spins on lists from Glazer over at Snap Judgments. He'll be putting out a great video on this in the near future, I'm sure. So make sure if you're not subscribed to him, although honestly, I don't know how you found me if you're not subscribed to Snap Judgments already. It's a fantastic channel. Make sure you're checking out his stuff as well. But the last list, and this is one that I keep coming back to every single time, and that I feel like on paper, you're looking at this and saying, Kicker of Elves, what the hell are you showing me here? What's going on? This list absolutely obliterates Sanctum. This is a zoo list with Khazar and Blue Marvel, but with Marvel Boy as well. But because it is about winning individual locations, you're able to flood the board effectively. And even let's just say on turn 3 or turn 4, you don't win the main location. Because of cards like Squirrel Girl, Shanna is an MVP here. Even a Mockingbird that comes out for cheap. You're winning those side locations too. You're putting out a much more consistent threat across the entire board, and you're able to still get the big power spikes to stuff like Star-Lord and Gilgamesh and a cheap Mockingbird. And it's really overwhelming to your opponent. If you don't have Gilgamesh for whatever reason, you could swap in Gamora here. I think with the amount of buffs we're getting from Blue Marvel, Khazar, and a full board, Gilgamesh can become worth it. But if you don't have it, it's totally fine. Black Cat, again, because she discards herself, make sure you're playing her out as soon as you can so she doesn't discard a 1/4 is extremely valuable here. And then when you're doing stuff like Shanna into having a Mockingbird, Blue Marvel, you are putting out so much power, and this is a very cheap deck to use. This is my favorite list for Sanctum Showdown, and it's one I'm confident they're going to be able to do really great with too. So that's my rundown. These are the 3 lists I'm going to be starting off the mode with as soon as it launches today. So if you're looking for more limited time game mode guides, absolutely in-depth deck guides from top players and crazy builds, weekly meta reports so you can understand what players at Top Infinite are playing and how that might affect your playing experience wherever you're at. If you're looking for card reviews, meta strategy, anything you might need to improve your rank at Marvel Snap, you're already in the right place. Hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 1,500 subscribers. The support making videos for y'all has been absolutely amazing these past 3 months. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to see comments saying I've been helping people or just they've been enjoying the videos. It means a ton. If you're subscribed already, thank you. If you're not, hey, if you like this video, stick around. There'll be some good stuff. I might continue to reference obscure 2000s anime like FLCL. This is a custom VHS tape of this. That's how into this freaking show I am. It's the greatest piece of media ever created. You're not going to get that in other Marvel Snap channels. I'm not sure why you'd want references to early 2000s anime that aired on Adult Swim when you're looking for Marvel Snap guides, but if that's something you like, here you got it. Please like the video, share it with friends who play the game if it helped out there. That does a ton. Leave a comment, let me know, are you even playing Sanctum Showdown? They're not doing a new card this time, so might discourage people from even trying out the mode. Me personally, I feel like the 800 gold, if you're not saving up for a specific bundle and you care about some cosmetics, it's a good spend if you are going to complete it, because things like the Fing Fang Foom emote look hilarious, and it's a great spot to get some of those more premium cosmetics if you're not the type who typically just balls out on variants, for example. I'm here for it. It's a nice change up from ladder. We just have to see how it all plays out. But please comment, even if you don't want to talk about Sanctum Showdown, if you got a random Marvel Snap question, please leave it below. Even if you don't want to talk about Marvel Snap, you want to talk about 90s indie rock, my name's Kicker of Elves. Type that into Spotify to hear a really weird song from a band that's actually great. Most of their songs are great, not Kicker of Elves, though it's kind of a weird song. I'm rambling at a hilarious extent right now, so gonna sign off properly. Thank you all for watching the video. Check out the video that's on screen right now if you want to see another cool Marvel Snap video. I don't know where it is, so I'm just gonna point. I think it's like over here on the other side or over there. You'll find it. I'm Kicker of Elves. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.